lights, that's inside the atmosphere. So you're going into different aspects of lights in the firmament, okay? Go ahead.
Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night.
So it's supposed to divide the day from the night. Okay, I mean, it's going to make a distinction between light and dark. All right, between light and dark. Once again, this is before the creation of the stars, the moon, and the sun. All right. So now this right here, what he's creating right here in the firmament, this is actually going off into the creation of the stars. But a certain group of stars, you understand? So a certain group of stars. It's not all stars. There's only a certain group of stars that are relative to. Remember, he just created Earth. Okay, on that third day. You understand? He created Earth on that third day. The ground got dried up, and all of that stellar dust started to get compacted together. Okay? And then the hydrogen molecules, okay? He took two hydrogen molecules and took an oxygen molecule and combined them together from nothing and made water. So that's why they call it H2O. You got two molecules of hydrogen and one of oxygen, and he compacted them together. And he took the basic building block of everything he's going to make on planet Earth and took those elements out of space, out of nothing, and compacted them together to make the dirt, to make the soil. And then, of course, where he had higher concentrations of certain elements, that's where you have gold, silver, lead, zinc, okay? Where you have these certain elements compacted more tightly together, that's where you have these, natural resources available, right? You have natural resources. And by the way, oil is not really that type of natural resource or like that, because the oil is meant to be like a lubricant in the earth. It's like we use it for lubricant. It's supposed to be like a lubricant inside the earth. Like between your joints, okay, you got the little liquid there. That's what the oil is for. Between like the plates and everything, you got something down there that lubricates the earth to start slide back and forth movement. Yeah, because it's always in motion. So when you're taking that oil out, you're affecting the earth's lubrication system. Okay, go ahead.
And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
So he said let them be for signs and seasons, days and years. Now what we have to understand is that, okay, the word sign there is like something that's planted, something that's firm. Okay, something that's planted, something that's firm, something that's solid. Okay, now when you go with them saying signs and seasons. For seasons, this is the word for seasons. Okay, go ahead. You can go home, Mama. Go ahead. Bye-bye. Okay, so for signs and seasons, you got the word mawa'ai. Now, what mawa'ai is, it is something that's in motion, then it gets planted. Then when it gets planted, you look at it and you notice it. And then when you notice it, you enter into another phase. Okay? Everybody got that?
Gone.
Can you go over that briefly one more time?
Cut. Mawa'ai is this. You got something that's moving, that's in motion, like time. It's moving in motion. And then boom, you get hooked on to something. All right? I mean, something is happening that you gotta be fixated on. You get hooked onto it. Right? Like, for example, like the day you was born. Every year, which you're really supposed to go back and check out and see your lunar birthday, because we ain't supposed to go by the solar birthday, by the way. So you was born according to the moon cycle, not the sun cycle. So you was born on let's say you was born on the first day, let's say you was born on the 14th day of the first month, which means you will be a what baby? So you was born on the first day, the 15th day of the
Passover.
First month, you'll be a Passover baby. You'll be a Pesach baby. Right, so now, when that day comes around, boom, we get hooked onto that. And then you notice it. You pay attention, it registers. It's something you can see visually. Once you see it visually, boom, you go into a different phase now, not in the phase of Passover. Okay? And the reason I'm breaking it down like that is because that's what these letters are. Mayam is movement of water. Wawa is the hook to be planted and secured. And then the ayan is your eye to see and look and notice, observe something, make your deduction. Deducing, and then your dalaf is a door to either enter into something or enter out of something. Okay? So that's what this word means, Yahawah, which is the word they have for seasons. So what's happening is that these constellations that are up there are supposed to be used for seasons. Okay? All right, now can you finish reading that, please, y'all? I'm sorry to take it with me, right?
Genesis chapter 1, verse 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so.
All right, so signs, seasons, days, and years. If you, for example, if you count on a 12-day cycle, a 12-month cycle for the moon, that's all you're doing. And you're not looking at the constellations, you're gonna be keeping Passover eventually in the wintertime. Because it's gonna keep going back. Because every few years you have a 13th month. Okay? Now I'm gonna bring some. Now it's not really a 13th month. What it is that the moon is making a double pass on one constellation. All right. So you end up having an extra month, but it's not really going to the month independently. It's also going with the constellation. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? It's almost like let's say daylight savings times. Okay? Out the water.
Out of order. No.
It's almost like, yeah, Yahawah forgive us for having that, in the corner of it while we talking about his word. So yeah, that's my train of thought. Oh, it's almost like daylight saving time. Spring forward, fall back. Except in our case, when you spring forward or fall back, you don't lose a month. You still count that month, but it's still under one constellation. In other words, it's 7 o'clock now, or midnight. You're supposed to go back at midnight, right? When you fall back, you're supposed to go back. So at midnight, you're supposed to go back to 11 o'clock. And then you jump forward to midnight again, right? So you just had really 13 hours in that 12-hour space. Except in our world, we don't pretend that we didn't do that. We still count the month. We don't pretend that, it's still 12 hours, you gotta throw it back. Because nature is doing it itself. You understand? So you got, I think last week we had, well not last week, last month. Okay? Last month we had 1, 4, 7, 10, 11, 12. Oh, sorry about that. 7, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, if y'all, excuse me, little children, if y'all can't be quiet over there, it must be because you can't hear and you're getting distracted. So we're gonna have you do, if you keep talking, you're gonna grab a chair, you're gonna come sit on the front row. Everybody understand that? You might just take her, but if you keep talking, we might just get you and bring you to the front and let you sit down, okay? Everybody understand that? Colin? Okay, so now, we got this right here. So what happens is that the moon, the sun is right here. Okay? Except it's really going the opposite direction. I'm sorry, you gotta forgive me. It's really going this way. Okay? Actually, it's really going this way. Sorry, I got my numbers wrong. Fix that real quick. We got 1, 4, 7, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you got the sun right here. So it happens that the moon comes and center,